Good morning, welcome to day 24. I just left the bank. All those coins together were $2.45, but I fucking walked out with a 10 and a 2 because I guess there might have been Canadian in there. I don't know. I just filled that thing super fast. But so all together, that'd have been $257 and just extra fucking change laying around. But now it's time to go get these coins checked out, see what the fuck these are all about. My mom had a bunch too, and there's some that I'm real interested in seeing what this guy says, if he knows anything about them, of course. But we'll go in there and see, let you guys know afterwards. Here's a pre-workout meal. Who would have guessed? Chicken or rice again. Cal total is 386, carb is 38, and protein is 50. I think I'm gonna either throw in a banana or an apple with this as well. Yep, that meal was very good. Now it's time to go do a little bit more soul blowing, clean up the driveway a little bit better, get all the cars in the street and fully clean it up. And then I'm gonna edit and post the video and then hit the gym. Don't mind the fuck ass hair. God damn. I didn't even realize I didn't update you guys on the coin situation and what came about on that. Also, there's this coin that I found too. A 1979 Susan B. Anthony, right? And like, I don't know like what to believe anymore. It has like the P mint for Philadelphia and that. Price ranges on that, like again, this could be like in the thousands. I don't know, right? But I might get these graded. But back to the story of what the fuck happened at the coin shop. So I walked in. It was kind of like a grungy ass place, to be honest with you. And the dude, I like put the coins out, and before I even put the coins like on the counter, I was like, yeah, I got some bicentennial 1776 to 1976 Kennedy coins, and like some with mint, no mint. He goes, face value. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now I like take them out and go to show him. He's not even looking up at me. He's like this whole time, going through the coins. Yeah, face value. Then I have these two silver coins, dollar coins, Liberty dollar coins, and he's like, those I can give you 18 a pop because they're silver, but all the rest face value. So I don't know. I kind of got sketched out. He's like, so all together here with the coins and that, you have like $56 in coins. I'm like, I'll just take them, because I don't know, like maybe they are just at face value, but I'm like, I don't know. You fucking, the way you interact with me kind of sketched me out. Like I mean, I wonder how many people go in there and go, okay, yeah, I'll take the $50 for the coins, whatever. Walk out and they're worth more, and he's just like, he's obviously not gonna like tell me that and then try to fucking buy them for me. He would rather, I would assume, just like try to get them as cheap as possible. But like these coins, like they look like the exact same fucking coin, same date, same minting. Like the Kennedys, I have ones with no mint. I have a Denver mint ones. I don't have San Francisco mint. And the mint, you can't tell on this camera, but like the mint, it's called minting. Will this ever focus? So like next to her head right there, you see like that little fucking, it's a P, because these were minted in Philadelphia. And then like the Kennedy coins, there's some that have no mint, and that means they were minted in Philadelphia. And that means like, I don't know, Philadelphia, they just like didn't mint a bunch of them, because I think, so they say, people knew that they were going to be rare in that and they were going to be collector's items. So they didn't mint them because they wanted to have them as like a little like show-off piece for themselves. And they never went into circulation. I'm not totally fucking sure yet. I'm not a whole expert on this. I've just been watching videos because I'm pretty interested. But I'm like, god damn, bro. So like, I don't know if I had to send it in somewhere and get it rated and that, and see what the full price is on these. I don't know. I got a couple of them, so it's interesting. Why not? But even if they're fucking $100, that'd be pretty fucking sweet. Awesome, some coins that I found. But it's time for the gym here shortly. I uploaded episode 23 or day 23 of the cut. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little Fairlife, drink that bitch before the gym. Holy fuck, I'm pasty. Leaving for the gym. I'm gonna sip this on the way. This is 150 calories, 30 grams of protein, and then I'm just gonna sip this. It's just black coffee. I'm not really in the mood for like a pre-workout right now. That's a complete and utter fucking lie. I would love a pre-workout, but I don't know. I need to not keep drinking those. I need to like cut back just a little bit, you know, and just chugging them motherfuckers. But yes, now it's time for the gym. I got shoulders today. and then I'm gonna hit some sauna. I guess I won't be drinking this. Focus. This motherfucker's frozen solid, bro. What the fuck? Finally melted. Looks like fucking... looks like fucking shit. Looks pretty good, it's like slushy. Dinner. Chicken and carrots. Calorie total 364. Carb 20. Protein 52. This honey mustard, it's 30 calories. Well, it's 20 calories per 28 grams, and I think I have like 35 grams or something. I don't know. Post dinner snack. The calories are 147, carb 17, protein 14. It's just sugar-free Greek yogurt, apples, cinnamon, PB2, and sugar-free syrup. My calories are so fucking low today that I was like, I need to add a little something. It is time to go to bed. It's gonna be a wrap on day 24. But before I sign off, I wanna start this new book, The Psychology of Money. I had this book for like 2-3 years probably. I just haven't gotten around to reading it. I'm not gonna stop reading. I'm not gonna stop reading Storm of Steel, obviously, but that's just like more of my like leisure book to read. This is a book I actually like. I'm gonna take notes on. I'll have books that I read just for leisure, and I'll still post-it note them and whatever if there's sections in it that I find like really interesting or whatever it may be. But so I have like a book like this, and but I can't really see because of Sharpie. So I have 4 books that I already have noted in here. I had a 5th one called The End of Everything, but I just didn't think it had enough value for me to really break it down and write notes on it. But I have 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, all noted in this book. I have Rework, Hyper Performance, and 1491. I'm a good chunk of this book through, of the notebook. I'm a good chunk of the notebook through, but I have like 3 pages that are not actually from this book, from 7 Habits. The notes on that. The notes from 7 Habits, I have like, I'll tell you. So I have 32 pages of notes from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And then I have about 5 pages of like me actually breaking down the content and making it into topics and all that I post on my Instagram. Like this, I have Rework in here. Then if you go on, I have Hyper Performance I have notes on. And all that, yeah. So I crossed that out. I didn't think that was good enough to do notes on, to be honest. The End of Everything, I just didn't think it was valuable enough. It's just kind of a leisure book. Like, I mean, every book, I should preface with that, is every book is valuable. There's no book that isn't valuable. Like Storm of Steel is going to be valuable, but it's not like an intense read. It's a kind of like a storybook. Like it's a guy's life and it's his journey through something. This is like Psychology of Money. Like, I want to retain as much information from this as I possibly can, so I note this, and then I'll go back and I'll look at the actual notebook and read the notes, and it's like I'm getting that piece of information 3, 4, 5 different times, you know, so it'll stick better. Because I have a hard time, to be honest, just like reading and then trying to retain as much information. I'll forget a lot of information if I'm just reading, and I won't truly understand concepts as well as I would if I'm actually writing it down. And then I kind of, when I'm taking it from the notebook, I'm putting it kind of into my own words. Or when I'm taking it from the actual book, I'm kind of putting it in my own words in the notebook. So I'm already like, I'm reading it in the author's words. I'm interpreting it a certain way in my head. And then it's kind of just like my interpretation of what they're saying. Obviously, it's the truth. These are facts, right? Most of the time. And So it's like, okay, this is how I interpret it, this is how I'm putting it down. And it's my own words, and it's how I would spew it out to the world. So it just allows me not to go out into the world like fucking, you know, just slinging information that might not be true. I'm slinging information that I've worked through on a certain topic, right? But I think this book is going to be pretty good. I've had it for a while. It's like a pretty famous book. The Psychology of Money is going to be my like workbook, so to say, and that's going to be like my intense studying book, is what I call it. Like when it's in the, when I write it into the notebook and I take the notes on it, I call it my studying book, or my project book, I'll call it sometimes. But like Storm of Steel, I'll read that maybe before bed sometimes, and if I'm not really feeling like taking intense notes and fucking reading an intense book, I'll read that. It's kind of enjoyment. I think anybody who's trying to fully grasp and understand a book should take notes on it, and they should like do like something like this. So this is $14.91. I have it sticky noted to fuck. I really enjoyed this book, right? Here's 7 Habits. Sticky noted the fuck out of it. Hyper performance and rework. I both sticky noted the fuck out of it, but you guys get the point. Anybody that has a book that they want to read, and if it's along the lines of like self-help, or it's finances, or it's anything that you really want to retain information from, I think it's hyper important for you guys to be taking notes on it and sticky noting and highlighting. And yes, it drastically extends the time it's going to take you to finish that book. But now when you finish that book, you'll have the knowledge better. Things that you would otherwise miss without taking notes, you won't miss. And the nice thing about with the notes is you can always come back and look at them. So it's in your words that you're looking at them. So it's just nice being able to constantly refresh that. So I took 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's fucking 400, 450, something like that pages. I think 400 maybe. And I broke it down into 32 pages. So it's like you're shortening the book for yourself, and you can come back later on and look at them. That's my little rant. That's my little value, I guess. Is the takeaway is, yes, it sucks. Yes, sometimes it blows, and it's not always the most fun. But if you're reading something and you're actually reading it for the intent of understanding it and grasping the information from it, you need to be taking notes on it. And don't do it as a little fad. Don't do it as like I'm doing this for a couple days and then I'm just going to drop the fucking book and then pick it up months later or never pick it up again. Really, I think you'll find great pleasure in actually breaking down a book and fully understanding it. Now, be careful. There's some books that might not be the greatest to do, and you know, who am I to say, I guess, about that, but pick books that are pretty respected in literature, right? So like 7 Habits, that's a book that's been around for a very long time. Hyper Performance has been around for a very long time. Now Rework it hasn't, but what I found was taking notes actually is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Rework were very similar in what they were saying. And Rework and Hyper Performance were very similar in what they're saying. So it seems to me almost that the authors of Rework, I think it's 2 people, they must have read these books before and got a lot of information, and just, not that they're plagiarizing and that they're stealing these ideas, but it seems that they were clearly influenced from 7 Habits and Hyper Performance. And now $14.91, I'll admit, I don't think it had the greatest amount of value, but to me it was about history and that, and it was super fucking interesting, so I took notes on it. That being said, it is time to go to bed. My night weight was 190.5. I'll check back in and see you guys tomorrow on day 25. We're coming up on a month. It's crazy. Alright, talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.